When you heard those voices that night, can you characterize what kind of scream you heard?
Well, there was two, as I say, yells for help. And the first one was like just a very clear, loud yell for help. But it really is the second one that really always will stay with me. It was kind of almost like a yelp. It was like a devastating, desperate type of yell for help. And, you know, even to a sense, it could even be possibly been a cry.
Where were you looking at the moment the gun fired?
I was looking at the two men on the ground and heard the gunshot.
Could you tell who was on the top, who was on the bottom?
I know it was very dark, but I really would have to say that I thought it was the larger person that was on top.
And when the gunfire went off, what happened to the larger man who you think might have been on the top? What happened at that moment?
Well, I would just say a couple seconds later, that larger man was walking closer to where I could see him.
Before those couple of seconds, at the moment the gunshot went off, what happened with the larger man?
Well, obviously the other man, the boy was dead, and the other person got up and was walking away.
Where you
from
saw the
body.
fight taking place, was there a hard surface anywhere nearby, a sidewalk, a street?
It's the back of the complex where homes, the back of the homes are facing where it happened. And there is a sidewalk, but when I watched it, they were always on the grass.
How far away was the sidewalk?
I would say about 4 feet.
So they were about 4 feet away from a hard surface.
Yes.
If Mr. Zimmerman says that his head was being slammed against the sidewalk and that he was trying to maneuver himself onto the grass, would that make sense according to what you saw?
Well, I can't speak for him. I just know from the time that I watched, it was entirely on the grass.